It's a little bit wet out there today, so this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report is going to come from inside the shop. G'day guys, Jamari here with this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report. We've got a special guest this week, so let's shoot straight to him for an on-the-water Marimbula Top Lake Fishing Report.
G'day folks, it's Ando. Top Lake is fishing sensationally. Heaps of whiting up here on the bait junkie prawn. Also been getting some school dew and some trevally. So it's cold, rug up, get a few plackies and just persist. Fish the bait schools if you've got a sounder. If not, just fish the edges and you'll score a feed of fish like this. Good to see you all, guys.
Well, thanks for that, Ando. It's good to see a familiar face back on the report. So as for other systems in the area, Pambua is loaded with salmon. So for all the people waiting for the salmon to filter into the Marimbula system, it still sort of isn't happening, but they are definitely in Pambua. So if you're after getting a few salmon, it's definitely worth a crack down there, and some big trevally as well. So we've seen quite a few school mulloway around, not just in the Top Lake, Ando's been getting a few, but also to the systems further north. So it's a great time of year to get after a few mulloway. There's even some bigger models around. So the big swell that we had over the past week or so has actually made some really good gutters along the beaches. The beach fishing, because of that, has been really good this last week. We've seen plenty of salmon, quite a few big tailor as well, and lots of big sharks actually. So if you're into your shark fishing, it's a great time of year to get after them. Some big bronzies around, and yeah, plenty of salmon in close on the gutters and some big tailor as well. So as Dave mentioned last week, the yellowfin fishing has been phenomenal over the past few weeks. It has tapered off a little bit this week, but that's probably not necessarily because the fish aren't there. It's more that the weather hasn't been great, so not a lot of people have been out catching them. They're still 100% out there. Look for slack current as usual, bait schools, that sort of thing, and the warm edges between where two water temperatures meet. You should get a feed of fish. So the snapper fishing this past week has been ticking along quite well. That swell that we had a few weeks ago has kind of settled down. All the fish did come in pretty shallow. There were actually quite a few good fish caught right up even into 10 metres. They'll all start to move deeper now. So the snapper fishing should resume as normal. So the flathead fishing out the front this past week's been quite productive. That sort of 40 to 50 metre mark has been really good. Even a bit deeper you should find some tiger flathead as well. Pillies and squid for bait. Drop a jig if you feel like having a jig. Flatties aren't that fussy, even some fresh cut bait, just salmon and slimy mackerel, stuff like that, should get a feed of fish. Well, that's it for this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report, guys. If there's anything else you need to know, whether it's fishing, camping, or anything else outdoors, come in store, see the boys, so we can hook you up.